come from Mobile, Aiken, from Newport News, from Marietta, from Meriden, and the sound of those places in their mouths make you think of love. When you ask them where they are from, they tilt their heads and say Mobile, and you think you've been kissed. They said Aiken, and you see a white butterfly glance off a fence with a torn wing. They say, and you want to say, yes, I will. You don't know what these towns are like, but you love what happens to the air when they open their lips and let the names ease out. Meriden, the sound of it opens the windows of a room like the first four notes of a hymn. Few people can say the names of their own home towns with such sly affection, perhaps because they don't have hometowns, just places where they were born. But these girls soak up the juice of their hometowns, and it never leaves them. They are thin, brown girls who have looked long at hollylocks in the backyards of Meriden, Mobile, Icon, and Baton Rouge. And like they are narrow, tall, and still, their roots are deep, their stalks are firm, and only the top blossom nods in the wind. They have the eyes of people who can tell what time it is by the color of the sky. Such girls live in quiet black neighborhoods where everybody is gainfully employed, where there are porch swings hanging from chains, where the grass is cut, where rooster combs and sunflowers grow in the yards, and pots of bleeding heart, ivy, and mother-in-law tongue line the steps and window hills. Such girls have bought watermelon and snap beans from the fruit man's wagon. They have put in the window the cardboard sign that has a pound measure printed on each of three edges: 10 pounds, 25 pounds, 50 pounds, and no ice on the fort. These particular brown girls from Mobile and Aiken are not like some of their sisters. They are not fretful, nervous, or shrill. They do not have lovely black necks that stretch as though against an invisible collar. Their eyes do not bite. These sugar brown Mobile girls move, though, the streets without a stir. They are so sweet and plain as butter cake. Slim ankles, long, narrow feet. They wash themselves with orange colored light brown soap, dust themselves with cashmere bouquet tail, clean their teeth with salt on a piece of rag, soften their skin with Georgian lotion. They smell like wood, newspaper, and vanilla. They straighten their hair with Dixie peach, and part is on the side. At night, they curl it in paper from brown paper bags, tie a press scarf around their heads, and sleep with hands folded across their stomachs. They do not drink, smoke, or swear, and they still call sex nookie. They sing second soprano in the choir, and although their voices are clear and steady, they are never picked to solo. They are in the second row, white blouses, scarves, blue skirts, almost purple from ironing. They can go to land grant colleges, normal schools, and learn how to do the white man's work with refinement. Home economics to prepare his food, teacher education to instruct black children in obedience, music to soothe the weary, master and entertain his blunted soul. He they learn the rest of the lesson begun in those soft houses with porch swings and pots a bleeding heart. How to behave, careful development of thrift, patience, high morals, and good manners. In short, how to get rid of other funkiness. The dreadful funkiness of passion, the funkiness of nature, the funkiness of the wide range of human emotions. Whatever it erupts, this funk, they wipe it away where it crusts. They dissolve it. Whatever it drips, flowers, or clings, they find it and fight it until it dies. They fight this battle all the way to the grave. The laugh that is a little too loud, the anticipation a little too round, the gesture of a little too generous, they hold their behind and for fear of a sway too free. When they wear lipstick, they never cover their entire mouth for fear of lips too thick, and they worry about the edges of their hair. They never seem to have boyfriends, but they always marry. Certain men watch them without seeming to, and know that if such a girl is in the house, he will sleep on sheets boiled white, hung out to dry on juniper bushes, and pressed flat with a heavy iron. There will be a pretty paper flowers just decorating the picture of his mother, a large Bible in the front room. They feel insecure. They know their work clothes will be minded, washed, and ironed on Monday, that their Sunday shirts will billow on hangers from the door jamb, stiffly starched and white. They look at her hands and know what it will do with biscuit dough. They smell the coffee in the fried ham, see the white smoking grits with a dollop of butter on top. Her hips assure that she will bear children easily and painlessly, and they are right. Thank y'all for y'all time. Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe. We're gonna stop right there at page 84. I hope your new year started off good. I wanted to tell y'all something. The reason why I read and read on live is because as y'all, the ones that do know, I'm coming from a 2 month coma. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I couldn't move my arms at all. You feel me? So by me reading, it shows how it impacted me in such a great way that now I could talk better, I could have conversations and everything. So that's the whole reason why I read on live, because when I read it helps me say the words correctly, and not mess up. Cause I know I got viewers. It don't matter if I got only one viewer. That's like a million viewers to me. So that's the whole reason why I read. I've been recovering, getting myself back in all areas. Some people might not like it or go against my decisions, but do what's best for you. Stay focused, keep thriving. The best is yet to come with Global.